you cannot avoid screaming, because if you don't take proactive measures, those things might just never be addressed in the right way, or justice might not be served to the right quarters. Now, I was seeing a video, I think it was sometime this week, where this now former Minister of Women Affairs, right?
Yeah, Women Affairs.
She went to a certain police station in Gwarinpa, the Gwarinpa access of Abuja.
Oh, okay.
And the deal was, a 4-year-old was raped multiple times by her teacher in that school, and she got an information that the rapist that was arrested is about to be released. By police officers.
Okay.
Within that division in Gwarinpa. The police officers were about to release the person to go and all of that. And she got really pissed. Like, you want to let the person go. Do you have any measures or any structures in place to ensure that, when this person goes, they can come back to be tried in court, and all of that, if they're not pleading guilty or what have you. And the police officer vehemently refused and says, you're in no position to tell me what to do. I have orders and blah, 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 blah. Some part of that conversation was looking like a spite to that person, because again, the removal from office was just very fresh and very recent. And now the question remains, do we have to be in a position of influence before we are able to effect the change that we want to see? Do we have to be in a position of influence, or do you only respect people in a position of influence when they're trying to exert authority, in doing the right thing?
Well, the thing is, yes, it's sad. I said it. Yeah.
Wow.
Martha had to look at me. Martha had to look at me. But I mean, sadly enough, that's what is obtainable in our dear country, Nigeria. I mean, that's why many times we hear quite a number of persons saying that, look, hey, we need to go back and revisit the system, right? Because if the system is not working, the same mindset that has been running the system over the years will still be that same mindset, that will continue ruling. I mean, imagine that dastardly act of raping, is it a 4-year-old now? A 4-year-old. And then this woman, out of in a conscience-driven heart and mind, has decided that, look, regardless of whether I am going to be in office or I am in office or not,
justice
must be served. But that justice has found or met like a lacuna. It has met a roadblock. It has met, some sort of obstacle that would have been addressed if we had a system that was working. I mean, the social, cultural, social, political standpoint of a Nigerian is at stake. Because the moment we begin, or we understand the fact that, look, it shouldn't be about office before we fight for our rights, the better for us. But then we've seen it over time that people have chosen to respect office over a constitution. I don't want to take this into, a political conversation, but I mean, there's no how you would see this or look at this that you would not touch on that.
Yes.
I mean, are we going to say that we do not have a police system, right, that is uninformed about what the child rights is about?
Yeah.
Are we saying that there is no clause in the Constitution that brings, such a person, who, engages in such an act?
That's where the VAP law comes in. And that they were about to restructure the VAP law and all of that. But section 2 of the VAP law gave a 14 to 20 year sentence for anyone who rapes a minor.
So if there is such a law and the policeman looks at this woman, Uju Kennedy, and tries to wear her out, try to rub it on her face, that, hey, it's more like saying you're no longer in position. Who are you?
Yes, to you. Who are you
to come and give me order? Tell me what to do. This is my
Exactly.
domain. You are in my office. You better abide. And there's something at stake. Leaving such a person into the society again. What he just says is, you know what? I'm patting you, at the back. You did a good job.
Go and sin no more.
Go and sin no more. And if you ever come back again, well, we'll just treat it as, with kid gloves again. I mean, after all, if this person is one who has some level of influence, when I talk about influence, I'm talking about financial.
It was a teacher. Was a teacher. in
A teacher,
school.
right?
Yes.
You never know what connections this teacher might have. You know, there are some people who are where they are not because they don't have connection, but when they're in trouble, that's when you know. They say when a mad person, you know, has been hit, you know, by the car on the roadways, that's when you know the mad person has family.
Exactly.
Right? Because that's when the family will come. Oh, you killed our son. You have killed our daughter, and then they start billing you, and then of course start wanting you to do the needful to ensuring that person, you know, is well taken care of, or given, you know, in the case where the person loses their lives and all that, you know, the person is also, you know, the burial rights and everything is taken.
Right.
So it's sad that is what we see. I don't want to delve into other cases, but I mean, we can bring it down to our own society. Master, do you know, or are you aware? Well, you're not aware, so I'm about to inform you now.
What do you mean?
The fact that I have been in such a situation before,
Okay.
where something had happened, someone beat up somebody and all of that, and I got to the, you know, we went to the police station and everything, right? And when we made the complaint, very glaring. In fact, the person who beat up this other person sent thugs and admitted
That they said.
that he sent the thug.